Scott, can you adjust the screen?
Yep.
I can't really see.
That's
So Gary is practicing telling his story, sharing about how he is, what the Eco-Reformation means to him. And so he's going to share that with us, and then we're going to offer some feedback. So we're practicing both practice 3, discovering our stories, and also practice 4, mentoring one another.
And I have 2 minutes, did you say?
2 minutes if you can do it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
used 5.
Did we read these practices? Oh, wait.
You can have
Okay.
more minutes. I give that to you.
Part of my name is Gary Grofwalner, and I'm in Beaverton, Oregon. And part of how I connect with God is through creation. I'm a hiker, a serious hiker. I hike from probably March through November. And the higher, the better. I love the view. I'm a raised bed gardener. I have 11 raised beds. I'm a birder. I'm connected with the Audubon Society. And lastly, I'm a photographer. So I enjoy beauty, and it's one of the ways I can connect with God and also be filled. When we came to Portland, our daughter gave me a free ticket to the Schnitzer Theater, and I went to hear Dr. James Hansen. He's a foremost scientist, and he's an astrophysicist, and he was studying Venus and the changes in Venus. And he began to notice the changes in Earth. And then he started having these reoccurring nightmares. And he had this dream about his granddaughter in 2033 or 2034, saying, and she was now married and she had children, if my grandpa was so smart, why didn't people listen to him? So I thought, well, maybe I could do something about earth care and the healing of the planet. And since Harvey and Maria and Jose, et cetera, 25 million acres burned this year, over 25 million acres burned in the United States. So it's where I have chosen to make a difference. And I want to be part of the healing of the planet. And that's my spiel.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to invite us to all just take a deep breath and take in Gary's story. And then just invite a couple of folks to share just a reflection, a response, and affirmation. And if there's any suggestions for improvement, to share that as well.
Thanks for listening.
When was that? When was this? When did you hear this weekend?
We came to Portland on October 12th, 5 years ago. And I heard the speaker sometime between probably November and January, Dr. Hansen at the Schnitzer. Yeah. And it was amazing. It was incredible. I'd read about him, and I'd read some of his writing, but I'd never seen him. And I was just like, here he was. And it was amazing. And then to hear him tell his story about his granddaughter and the reoccurring nightmare of his granddaughter.
Did the nightmares go away when he started going out and lecturing?
I don't know, but he said it made him shift, and he just felt like he was 73 when I heard him speak, so he's probably 70. We must be close age-wise. But he said, it just made me realize I needed to do everything I could for my daughter and my grandchildren before I died. Because someone asked him, why are you, a 73-year-old man, being arrested in front of the White House? And they said, because of the
What was his name again?
Dr. James Hansen, Hanson.
Well, Gary, what I appreciated most, what I appreciate about you always and in general, is that you speak and you spoke so from your heart. And you always do, but it came out so clearly. And there's just something, there's an energy that opens up. It's like communication that comes from the heart goes to the heart. And so I felt that from you, and you had kind of two aspects of the personal. One was your own personal experience and love of creation, which I loved that you started with. I thought that was just so beautiful, because it's just so revelatory of like, this is who I am. This is what I love. But then also, connecting with James Hansen and with his response for his grandchildren. And it was like, that is also a personal story, because that was so meaningful for you, because he is a peer of yours, in that way, age-wise. And so the whole thing just came straight from your heart. And so it just felt really impactful that way.
Thanks.
Any other reflections or feedback for Gary?
You're welcome.
Thumbs up. Yeah, great.
And yours will be just as rich as I suspect it will be.
Yeah, they will.